It is Saturday morning, December 4th, I believe it is, and today was the running of the L's 5K from the Bryant Hosa. And just so you know, I got first place in males 55 and older, so there you go. Old men can still run. A couple of things that are happening. We do have Civitan here. I want to thank Civitan out loud and in person for providing coffee with the mayor. I'm grateful for that. We're here at Bryant High School at the thing because I did run the 5K. Civitan is a great organization, and anything you can do to support them, you should do. Let me scoot a little this way now that the camera moved a little bit, so now I'm more in the center. But she's got it centered now perfectly, so it looks good. Give you a couple of, we do have a couple of donuts left if anybody out in the crowd wants a donut. I know we have a police officer here, so they may or may not have a donut, I don't know. Anyway, welcome, and people online, welcome. When you see this, it'll be a little bit later today. A couple of things that I'm going to update y'all on. First, as you know, this week we went live with the light at Highway 5 and Parkway. It was a great undertaking. We finally got it in. Once we got approvals to put it in, it took us about a month to get it in there, and that's pretty fast for a light like that. I do ask you, though, as you're going through that light, please be careful because some people still aren't used to stopping there. So even when that light turns green, you might want to look both ways to make sure nobody's going through the light, just to be safe until everybody gets used to it. A couple other things. My understanding with RDOT also on Highway 5, the construction that the RDOT's doing on Highway 5, I had somebody reach out to me asking me yesterday when that was going to be done. My understanding is still going to be April of 2022 is when they're supposed to be done with that. I hope they make it. You know, that's all I can say. It's been a long, drawn-out process, and it's been horrible for that. Let's see, what else? We got Roundabout over by Hill Farm, Hilldale, and Parkway. That is now complete as well. There's a few minor things to be done on it, but nothing that'll stop people from going through. I went through it the other day, and man, it rode smooth, just zipped in, went around the corner and went down. It was so much fun to drive around Parkway, you know, roundabouts, whatever. So it's almost like we're in Conway at times, you know, just in that spot. No, it's not, I'm joking. Speaking of which, Tab Townsell, if you see this a little bit later, thank you for lunch for paying up on your bet yesterday from where Bryant beat Conway. Just had to throw that out there. Tonight also is the State 7A Football Championship. Woo! Bryant's taking off Fayetteville, and we're going to do our best to get a 4th championship in a row and keep that trophy in Central Arkansas. So come on out and watch a good football game tonight. It's at War Memorial Stadium, and I think we can pack the place. I'm just saying. A couple other things. Oh, yes. I was talking to my street department the other day. In fact, it was yesterday, and he's been in contact with Entergy because there's been some discussion about lights on the trail on Bryant Parkway. Entergy is working up a plan for us so we can see what we need to do to get lights there. So our plan is, hopefully, as soon as we can, to get lights there. It'll take probably a couple of months at least just to get the design done, unfortunately, so it might not help us through this winter, but we'll get there when we can, and so I appreciate that. Trying to think of what else we got going. Oh, okay. One of the young ladies here at Civitan wanted me to mention that Secretary of State John Thurston has the 83rd anniversary Capitol lighting ceremony today at 5:30 p.m. at the State Capitol on the front steps. So on your way to the game, you could stop at the Capitol for the lighting of the Capitol, which is kind of a cool thing. Thank you for that. That's a pretty cool thing to do.
Website changes are coming soon.
Coming soon, website changes, new and improved, easier functionality, easier navigability. I believe that's a word today, I'm not sure. Sometimes those words are hard to do, but it's coming soon and it's going to be great. It will make things better, a lot better communication through the website for that, a lot easier to report things and stuff like that. We're doing some other major changes. We're still working on the little bit of the water billing issue. We do have some meters that still aren't reading, but We've been pretty successful at getting all of the meters read manually that aren't reading for us electronically, so we're able to do that pretty well. So bear with us a little bit longer on that. If you do have issues, remember, reach out to the water billing department if you have a question on your bill, and they will explain it. You know, remember, it's not the ladies' fault that are answering the questions that's doing this, so be nice to the ladies, because I try to be, they're nice to me sometimes, except for when I have a bad water bill, and I have to deal with that myself. So I've had those issues too. Several employees.
Council meeting is moved up.
That's right. City Council meeting is on the 14th of December, correct? Yes, at 6:30 at City Hall. And on the 11th of December, thanks for tweaking my brain on that, on the 11th of December is the Santa Block Party on Main Street near Copper Mule. Chambers blocking off that section. We're going to do like the 501 block party we had, but it's Santa themed, so we're going to do that. Can't think of much else off the top of my head.
You have some closures for the holidays. You know, administrative offices
Yeah.
will be closed the 24th and 25th and the 31st.
Okay, 24th, 25th of December and the 31st of December, city offices will be closed. But if there's emergencies, we do have crews that are operating 24/7, and police and fire are always working, you know, so I appreciate that with them. Does anybody have any questions out in the audience for me or anything?
No, thank you.
Why are the high water bills?
Well, I just talked about that. It's because the meters aren't reading properly, and then they have to catch up on stuff. So.
Congrats on winning the bet.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, Tab was a good sport with that.